Hey gang, David here. I'm out in the desert with Moki, my 2016 Toyota Tacoma, also currently my house, and we are just testing out my newest addition. A couple weeks ago I spent a few days and a couple bucks building this nice little rainproof awning, which is coming in really handy. It's been raining quite a bit today and I've been quite dry. So over the last 2 years owning Moki here, I've done a lot of modifications, and a big part of that has been researching other people's designs and ideas through YouTube, their blogs, things like that. So I figured I would put mine out there, and hopefully you guys like it, and maybe it'll even help you in modifying yours. So the first problem I had to deal with, and the biggest pain, was the fact that I have a lot of stuff on the roof of my truck already. So it wasn't so simple as to just bolt the cover for this awning into the roof rack. I had to kind of design an extra piece to go on there that would actually hold the tarp and create that little dry space out back. So underneath the first cargo rack, you can see this silver electrical conduit. I've actually bolted him straight into the crossbars, and there are 3 of those conduit pieces drilled into my crossbars, and then attaching to that I have basically a third crossbar, and that was my solution. It's about 8 feet wide and 2 feet on either side actually disconnect to roll up into the tarp when it's not in use, so easily transportable. It actually doesn't even disconnect all the way from the roof, so I just roll it up when I'm driving, and it's super easy to deploy. So you can see the other side here. There's my gas line for my propane. Same thing, this piece disconnects with a little wing nut, and it rolls up, and I've got a couple of cam straps that hold it in place, so those just clip on and keep it nice and concealed while we're traveling. So this is actually an 8 by 10 foot tarp. However, I thought that was a little bit big, so I actually saved about 2 feet, which I used to roll up around the outside of the entire awning to kind of preserve it. So this little end bit kind of gets the wear from the sun and the dust and the bugs before the rest of the actual, hopefully waterproof tarp will wear down. So as for the rear of the tarp, he's held up by another piece of conduit. It's about 7 feet tall, but I've got him split in the middle, like so. Super easy, just grinded it in half and added this little connection piece. Reason being, I wanted to be able to split it in half to roll it up inside the tarp, and when I roll them up inside the tarp, it's just an easy place to store them, as I don't have a whole lot of extra storage area inside the truck. So as you can see, I've just got a little bowline knot around the grommet that was in the tarp, clove hitched him to my 7-foot pole, and he goes down to a nice heavy-duty tent stake in the ground. So as I was building this, I actually became a little bit concerned with the back window. I hadn't really seen anybody build an awning on the back of a truck, so wasn't really sure how it would interact with that. But it actually works out quite well. It just gives me an extra little bit of headroom, keeps the tarp propped up nice there, and I really haven't had too much of an effect on the overall structure, just having the window up there. So works out quite well. And the back of the truck, the tailgate, is what I'm always using to cook on, chop veggies, do whatever I need to do, work on my laptop, put my chair up there to the tailgate. I have a nice little spot to work. It's really always where I'm hanging out, so I didn't have any desire to build the awning on the side of the truck like a lot of people did. I thought this was a better option for me, so yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. Alright, well, now you've seen everything that went into building it. The hard part from here is just the transitions. Unrolling it, rolling it up. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to be honest. So I'll show you that process real quick. Unrolling it, it's kind of awkward, but it has to roll underneath. What I found is the first time I rolled it over the top, which is much easier to roll, but then it filled up with rainwater rather quickly. So I just went for a little bit harder option, rolling it the opposite way. Keeps a little more dry, keeps me dry when I'm unrolling it. So that's the process you're going to see here. So let's get to it. there we have it. Actually, not that bad to set up. It's pretty quick. You'll notice I didn't actually tighten any of the screws on these connectors. Pretty well held under tension. Same thing up here. These guys could pop out, but unless it got real windy, I don't see that being a problem. It's held pretty tight just by the tension in the cords. So, well, all right, guys, that's about all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the DIY pickup truck camper awning video. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. Anything else I can help out with, do let me know, especially if you're trying to build your own. Highly recommend the dry place to cook. So, yeah, pretty sweet. I'm happy with it. I think it'll make a great addition to my Alaska expedition vehicle, Moki here. So, thanks again for watching, and peace out. I don't know. How do I end these things? Let's just turn it off. No, just.